Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the social norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information, from relations to dating to when your leader gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm just.
Yeah, yo, you already know what it is, man. We back it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
It's the social norm. You also got K to the A to the R to the E to the N up in here. What up? Hey. What up, y'all? So today's episode on the social norm is called Hiding in Plain Sight. Before we get into the episode, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you'll miss none of our videos. We do our videos every Monday and Friday around this time. All right. So, what up, Beans?
What's going on?
Nothing, man. The reason we came up with the title Hiding in Plain Sight was because I came across this video, right, where this woman was literally hiding in plain sight as a cheater. So, I wanted y'all to see the video, and then we'll go ahead and get into it. All right? Let's get it. If I can find the video. Oh, here we go. So.
Don't say that. This is my husband. Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, babe, what's up? What you up to?
Just riding around with my side nigga in your car while you at work.
Girl, you play all day. Tell your nigga I tell you what's up.
My husband say, hey.
What up, baby?
Man, you'll find a time just like a fucking nigga.
She sound like a man.
Yeah, man. Y'all play all day. But look, I'm about to get off from work. You gonna have my food ready for me to eat when I get home?
I'm gonna have something for you to eat when you get home.
All right, well, I'm gonna be home in a little bit then.
All right, babe, I love you.
Now, what's the odds of you actually believing something like that to happen? Have you ever seen somebody be that bold where they pretty much are, you can wear these if you want, in plain sight, saying something, telling them what they're doing, and you just like, it's so crazy that you like, there's nobody that bold enough to actually tell me they cheating on me in front of me.
I've never actually seen it.
You never seen
in
it?
person? No.
Because I just like, yo, the cockiness
Yes.
of someone to have it deliberately, not in their face, because it's not right in their person's face,
Just to tell them straight out.
just to tell them, look, yeah, I'm over here doing this and that and this, and you just be like, okay, you funny, you joking.
Like I said, it sounds so outrageous. Like there's no way this person's playing in my face for real like that. Like your mind doesn't think it's real.
Because you like, no one has that much cockiness or disrespect.
Yes.
But what I've learned is, I can't put nothing past a woman. I really can't. I was talking to somebody today, and the guy was like, "Yo, I was married to this woman. We was married for, I want to say they were together for 18 years, married for 10 years." He's like, All of a sudden, she came out of nowhere. And like, they have their problems and struggles. 2 kids. I don't want to be married with you no more. I don't love you. He's like, what? And he was like, after a year and a half, he pretty much was like, so okay, she really doesn't want to be with me. She got a whole new little boyfriend and everything. But he just couldn't understand how somebody could go from loving you to now you like a stranger on at a bus stop.
I'm going to say sometimes things aren't sudden.
Okay, but this
even in my situation, I was oblivious to some
guys
things.
think if they're happy, they fail to see that the other person isn't happy.
I don't think men don't see that women aren't happy. Men believe that we're both in it together and we'll work through this.
That's true.
And when women sideline you, blind you with, I'm not happy. I haven't been happy for a long time. A lot of times they'll act like they communicated with you and you should know this. But a lot of times women don't communicate those things with you. They give you hints. But and this is what I'm noticing about women. Even when women like want to pursue a man, they'll say, "Oh, I gave him hints that I wanted to pursue him." And I was like, "What'd you do?" She's like, "I mean, I looked at him." That's not giving nobody no hint. That's the level I'm realizing women are at when it comes to telling somebody something.
I will have to agree. Ladies, y'all subtle game is it's horrible.
That's how y'all
I'm
be.
sorry.
What game?
Subtle game. Like dropping hints. Y'all just don't.
I don't understand why he just keeps giving me these gifts. I've already, I don't wear it. So you think because you don't wear something, we supposed to know you don't like it.
Tell us.
Just say, hey, I don't like this. Don't give me that no more. Or don't take me here no more. Or whatever the case may be. Sometimes you got to lay it out for a man so we can understand. But yeah, so that's where I was at. And I was just like, and I thought about it. I was like, yo, the reason women can say without a shadow of doubt, I don't love you no more, I won't do it with you so quickly is because 3 months ago they had already made that decision. They just ain't went through with it yet.
Yeah. And people understand it. Y'all gotta understand that. Man, we don't like you all the time either. It's just we know it's in this moment. And we gotta work past it.
We're willing to endure.
We gotta work past it. And
that right there, when I talked to him today, it does make me, I do get scared. Because I'm like, if a woman can be with a man for this long, have kids, do all this, and just up and say, I'm done. Without him saying, I did not see this coming. You wonder, like, are they, and he said this, he said, my therapist told me the reason women can move so quickly is because that's how they're built. They've already, her 3 months before she telling him this, she's already coped with the fact that it's not going to work. I can get I'll move on, find somebody better. Whoop, whoop.
And now that she can deal with the emotions, she can actually do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she already had a mental funeral. That's what I call it.
There you go.
Yeah. So you speak on that. Do you think is that real?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I definitely think that some women hint better than others, but you can see. I mean, if you notice, that's it. That's what I mean when I say guys are oblivious. Sometimes you're not observant. I might not say I'm not happy, but you're gonna see my pattern switch up. I go from a routine, switch it up. Why do you talk to me like this when you did it before? Maybe not necessarily always talking, but different things like that, or hints like. I'm not going to say who it is, but someone I know was in a marriage for a while and said, I want marriage counseling. Well, we don't need marriage counseling. We're fine. They said over a numerous time over the years, I think we need to go through marriage counseling. That was a hint.
Did they bother? They didn't bother to ask why?
No.
I would
said they were happy. It was fine. They were, I'm happy. We don't need that. Basically, they just thought that they didn't need it, and I don't know why the man didn't ask, but
they were probably in denial.
The only time
Well, to be honest, the man didn't believe in divorce, so he didn't think that was even another option.
was he a Christian?
Yes.
A lot of Christians don't believe in
Yeah.
divorce, which
that's kind of where. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
which I think is a bit of a downfall, because if the person's not going to change, you got to move on. If it's evident they're not going to change, even I had hard times grasping this in my marriage. Sometimes you got to bite the bullet. This person's not going to change. Either you're going to accept this or you're just going to let them go.
Okay, but my question is, did they ever change, or is it that you changed?
They changed.
So
And when
they were different than what you meant them to be.
Yes,
Also, sometimes you change together.
that's true.
No, you should change together. But I'm saying, was it you changing and you realizing who they were, or did they change based off of other, other factors? Because my thing is, if like, not to get your business out there, but let's say they weren't helping with financials, right?
Mhm.
Something happened to you, and then now after the fact, like, you lose your job, you get your job, now you get a new job, they're still not helping with financials, and you realize from that situation, oh, okay, so this is who they are.
What it was is we spoke on it, and she basically told me everything I wanted to hear. I'll help with the finances, all this other stuff. We'll build a life together, all this other stuff. Soon as we got married, it was like,
Now,
I ain't doing
now,
that.
how many? And that's a sad thing, because I hear countless men saying the same story. Women tell a good game before they get what they want, and then once they get what they want, they don't want to hold their end of the bargain of what they said they were going to do.
And what I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
To add insult and injury, I've heard this. Well, I didn't lie. I changed my mind. No, you lied. You had no intention on doing this. No.
No, a lot of the marriages that I've seen, it's the man insists on it and wants the woman to stay home.
Now, the funny thing is, do you hear? Did you ask the men, or did you ask? Are you getting this from the women?
No, it's been like open. It's not like they're telling me when the husband isn't there.
No, you're not getting it. I'm asking you.
Yeah, I wanted her to stay home. I thought it was a great idea. Like things.
Did
like
he
that.
say that, or did she? Okay.
Yeah, it's like I wasn't just like, oh my god, he wanted to stay home. Then this. It's. I even was there in the beginning where it was like, no, like I don't even want you to work.
And here's the crazy thing about it: if all the men I've met, even my father, I have never heard one man say that.
I've never either.
Never.
No,
never heard a man say that.
And it's always a woman telling me that a man said it.
I don't believe men are telling you that. I'm not saying you personally. I'm just saying from my experience, I've never heard a man say. Now, I have heard men say they had kids with a woman, and they told her, you know what, instead of us spending money on daycare or babysitter, you can watch them until a certain point of age, and then after they get to a certain point where they're taking care of themselves, you go back to work. And then when they get to that certain age, now when it's time for the woman to step back up into the workforce, she has a problem with it.
I've seen that too, but I've also had men tell me that they want me to stay home, that they don't, like, if we get married, like, I don't want you working. And I'm not that kind of girl. I've been like, I would not work during my maternity leave.
Do you also realize too, some men do that as a form of control?
Yes,
and yes,
you cannot leave, and they control your spending. You can't go anywhere. You have nothing for yourself.
From said people.
And that when you said that, I thought that seems scary to do, because for me to let you not, or me, I'm saying if I'm the female, for me to let you not, I don't work at all. I don't bring any financial help to the situation, right? At that point, I don't say an anchor, but I am your responsibility at that point. I don't do anything except for things around the house, whatever you need me to do. I'm giving you complete control of my financial stability. And if I say I want to do something and you say no, I have no play to play. I have to go with what you say because I don't have anything.
And it gives them a lot of control and decision making.
Yeah.
Well, I pay the
A
bills.
woman, one of our female coworkers, she's retired at home. We were talking about this, and she was talking to the younger women. They were saying they want to stay home and have the man pay for everything. She said she did it. She tried it, and that's the very same scenario happened. She had to realize that I have to do what he says.
Mhm.
And the women today are not built. They're not. First off, most women today are not submissive enough to live that type of life. They are more independent because that's just how they've been brought up. They have been brought up to make decisions for themselves and not just always listen to a man. Even if the man is telling them right, they don't always want to do that. So, to a lot of women, I think, are independent and solely independent, not because they want to be independent, but want to not have a man have all the control. That's what I believe. What do you think?
I agree. I mean, that's why I would not. I feel like I am the type of person that could listen and follow instructions and be submissive, but I don't. I'm at the point I don't want to be questioned. If I happen to go to the grocery store twice in one day, you're not going to ask me what I got.
And that's where a man who is, you got to have a certain type of man to do that, and you got to have the certain type of woman to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And people got to understand, when you're living off of one income, you do have to watch your spending sometimes, depending on the income.
In a perfect world, the man made enough money to support everybody. He would have no issues with her not
Yes.
working,
I was going to say
and she would have no issues with not working, because she wouldn't want to in the first place.
Mhm.
But soon as things got tough,
Mhm.
say he wasn't getting the same amount of hours, he lost his job, whatever the case may be, she has to be willing to step right up to the plate and go put some, but but a lot of women have been given what do you call it, a silver spoon, where they have been used to being taken care of.
And I feel like that's the issue. It's a lot of women are used to once they get something paid for, they want to act like a passenger princess, like you do everything for me. And they use their stuff as play money. They're okay, I'm take care of mine and he takes care of it because he's the man. Women just are in my opinion, the wrong headspace. I would never. I feel like no, because there are women don't think, oh, if this bad happens, you could hurt your leg and not be able to work for how long, and it could maybe or maybe not be covered by work. You've got to make sure that you have something.
And that's why I say women have a different relationship with money. They're so used to getting it without having to do anything. They don't understand, well, what happens if this source runs out?
Well, it's no different than when you have a child who kids don't understand where money comes from, how they have an abundance mindset of, well, why can't you? If this person has this, why you can't get it?
That's it right there.
You know what I'm saying? That's how they think. That's how a lot of women think. And men, we don't always think like that, because we're like, we actually have to do something to achieve this money.
Yes.
To get it.
Everybody's daddy's little princess. Like women are babied by their parent, whether they have a father,
I'm not doing
mother,
that.
or both. They're used to being babied and taken care of. You see movies where the older brother, you gotta look out for her, she's delicate, and so if you grew up with any type of money or your parents babied you like that, continue to have that.
I was just talking to my sister. It's her birthday. Shout out to you, Dominique. And she was like, oh, she's dating this guy. And she's like, well, I want him to meet the family. I want to meet you. And and I said, okay. She said, I already met his family. You all went good. She's like, I always feel like when women meet the family, it's always a lot easier than when a man meets the family. And I said, yeah. And she said, I don't really know why that is. I said, well, truthfully, it's probably because the men in the family and the family in general, the mothers, we want to make sure that you're in good hands. Because unfortunately, the way society works, the man who you're with is going to be responsible for you.
Mm-hmm.
So if shit goes wrong, you're the one Everybody gonna look at him. They're not gonna look at you.
We are held to higher expectations.
Yes, and because of that, sometimes ladies don't really see how hard it can be to have to run the show of something, and they take it for granted. They're like, okay, well, you should get it done. My father got it done.
I always run my show.
I hear you, baby. I hear you. All right, so now that we got that out the way, let's get to the next thing. Now, last episode we were talking about Mother's Day, and we had a situation that you had a hypothetical situation, but it was actually a reality situation. Do you want to tell us? Do you want to retract to tell?
Recap.
Yeah, recap of what the situation was.
So someone I knew has kids and married, and had said that they had wanted to just have a lazy day for Mother's Day. They didn't really want to do anything, pizza, movie, whatever. And for like weeks, just had a baby, and she's like, I just want to relax. Like, I don't want anybody over because everybody always comes to their house because their house is good for entertaining. About a week before Mother's Day, his mom says, oh, I want to come over to your house and the family, about 10 to 12 people. Everybody come over, you guys make barbecue. Now, what does that mean? This person, the people of the house have to cook and clean before everybody comes over, clean after everybody goes over, and entertain. And she's like, I don't want to do that. I just had a baby. Let's see if we can go out to eat, da-da-da. So I had asked who should get their way.
Okay. I want you to, you know how you watch a movie and you accidentally hit the fast forward and it talks about it. That's what you.
Everybody should have watched last week. So.
Listen.
Point taken.
Because they can't see your lips because you're not on video. But yeah, I'm trying to focus on hearing the whole.
So the question is, what happened?
What happened? So she asked us before the episode, what do we think was the result?
I'm gonna say he caved, and I don't know these people. I'm gonna say he caved and he tried to make both sides happy, and they showed up at the house. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna say he caved, and he listened to his wife, and he told them we can't do it at this house. Now, whether we do it somewhere else or go out to eat or something like that, but we can't do it at this house. That's what I'm thinking he did. Now, tell us what happened.
You guys are both wrong.
Oh.
So she ended up being like, whatever, fine, whatever. So
like, she broke it.
Your mom and whoever can come over.
All right.
It's supposed to be about 10 to 12 people.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'll cook everything. I'll clean. You don't gotta lift a finger.
Smart man.
Thursday. She cleaned. She cooked everything. It ended up being 30 people instead of 10 people.
He never cooked anything?
He helped with maybe 10% of all of the cooking for 30 people. And they stayed until 10, 11 p.m. And when everybody left, she basically had a hint like, I'm going to bed and I'm going to go take a shower before bed. And someone said, oh, I might not be here when you get back. She goes, I wasn't coming back. So she kind of had to kick people out. And then after we left, he was like, today was great, huh? She was like, I didn't even get to see my kids.
I knew it.
I didn't get to see my kids.
Where were her kids at?
Oh, being passed around the table, playing outside. She's like, I didn't get to
Oh, I forgot her kid's a little baby.
What I wanted to do was just hang out with my family, with my kids and my husband, and relax and watch TV. And I was busy entertaining and cooking and cleaning. I barely sat down.
I'm like, well, guess what? I'm glad you said that because tomorrow that's what we're doing.
Right. That I'm hoping.
Because okay, I did say it was not.
And I knew that was gonna happen. Let me just say.
And I'm gonna say this: she's a good wife. She's a good wife. She sacrificed herself for the greater good of the family.
He got out and he gonna have to come through bigger than pizza now.
Oh, he's gonna have to pay back. He's gonna have to pay it back now.
Pizza ain't gonna cut it now. I hope you understand that.
Yeah.
Pizza, it's gonna have to be pizza.
Wings. He should have took the pizza. That was a good
get together. They said it was a good get together. It was nice, but for her and it being her Mother's Day and all these extra millions of people, and she did a lot more work than said. It was.
So it can be a great gathering, but it wasn't what she wanted.
And this is where you go. This is where, as the husband or the man, you got to say, we're going to do your pizza night tomorrow or someday this week. And I got you on some back massages for the
or
next
something.
couple
Send
days.
her to a spa or something like that.
Something.
He
So
gotta
she-
come. He gotta come better than that now.
Yeah,
Should have ate the pizza. Should have took the pizza and ran with it.
well,
Some fights are worth it. Some fights are not.
and well, that's why I said
Battles.
when you dealing with minefields of the opposite sex of a mother and a wife, unfortunately, you can always pay back your wife.
When I say your mother's always going to be your mother.
You can always pay
she'll
back
get
your
over
wife though. If you do something that she don't like, you gonna have to pay her back. She gonna get it out of. She'll get it in
But
blood.
the next one,
I was just gonna say.
the next one,
Next year,
he going.
Oh, she look at even if you pay her back. Oh, it's on the board.
Yeah,
She tallying it up.
Unfortunately, women remember a lot of the negative things.
that's why.
That's all they remember.
That's why he say should have ate that pizza, bro.
He should have ate it and said, "Hey,
Yeah.
we can't do nothing for
Yeah,
y'all."
he should have ate that.
Well,
Good luck. What's his name? Or I'll call him Chuck. Good luck, Chuck.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yes.
I mean, not for nothing.
It was
I'm
a
gonna
right-
play
it
devil's
was-
advocate.
It was the right move, but it was the wrong
It
move.
really ain't his fault. She
is.
gave no. I'm talking
So
about
wait.
the wife gave in and
It's not
said,
his fault that she cooked everything and she was. He should have.
"Well, he helped
That
cook
was the
something."
case.
No. It's
Yeah.
his fault. It's his fault for saying, "I'll cook everything, and you don't gotta do
Knowing
nothing."
he was
But this is the
wrong.
problem, though. A good wife will never let her husband cook all.
On Mother's Day?
Let me finish. Sit there and watch him struggling to cook everything when people coming over because it represents her too. So she's gonna be like, "Let me help this man," because
Well,
I don't.
you
Because
gotta you gotta understand. Sometimes your wife is looking for you to be the man and to be like, look, to tell your family, look, we gonna do our thing over here.
well, she
Y'all just
wanted
gonna
that.
y'all gonna have even if this is why even if a woman says it's okay, we'll do it that way.
Right. It's a
Don't do it.
unless you want to do it.
Well, yeah. That's
Go ahead
a.
and do it if you want.
Yeah.
And then that's like your mom back in the day. Touch it. Go ahead.
Exactly.
You like,
no,
I'm gonna go over here. Okay, I thought you would. I
when
don't
she
know.
gave in and said, you know, you can have him come over. You but no, be honest.
Oh, she did because keep it a buck. She's a good wife. I have to be honest.
She wasn't gonna get her
I was
way.
about to say.
She just had to say that to save face. She knew.
Well, that
she
could be
knew
the
she either
case.
Fight with him and don't get my way, or give in and still don't get my way.
He should have saw that she wasn't happy. And so and men so even
Men
sometimes we're
really
oblivious.
don't.
Sometimes we just, oh babe,
Yeah.
you're the
You'll
greatest.
get over it. You'll be fine.
No.
Well,
Sometimes
I want what I want.
I've made that mistake.
telling a woman you'll get over it, that pretty much guarantees she'll never get over it.
just
Right.
cause.
I'm realizing
Because
that
you were planning on doing this from the start.
you say, "Look, calm down. It ain't that serious." My father, anytime my mother or anybody ever told my father, "Calm down," the first thing he says, "I'm about to calm up." And I used to be like, I hated when my father said, "I'm about to calm up," and I'll be like, "You're so corny," but listen, you like it. And every time
I would say, oh, calm down.
every time I've ever told my friends that, he's like, "I'm about to use that. I'm about to calm up," and I'm like,
Because that's how you know the crazy talk is real. Like,
"Yeah, he
oh,
don't give a
about to
damn
go-
about nothing." My dad was not caring when he's mad. He do not
That's
care
it.
about any logic of any telling him to calm down, stop screaming, any of that. He like, "I ain't screaming." All right.
Oh, I love it.
All right. So the next subject, I was talking about coming. Would you let your significant other go to their ex's funeral? And the reason I came up with this is because I watched this skit. So I'm gonna let you sit here and we're gonna watch this skit with us, and y'all tell me what you think.
I'm sorry for the loss, for real.
Do I know you?
No, we never met before, but I know Jeremy.
For where?
Oh, we used to fuck with the same chick. I'm actually just trying to make sure she ain't showing up to the funeral today. It's downhill?
Yeah,
Okay, appreciate it.
Hey, man. Anybody tell you, man, it's all black for the family, man?
Well, I ain't part of the family. I'm just trying to make sure my bitch ain't up in here. Real talk.
What?
Hey, ain't hear me now. Do not touch me, sir.
Hey, what is wrong with him?
Is they doing a repass after this?
Yeah, we doing the repairs.
Oh, okay. You should give me your number. I'm gonna come there. We can sit down and eat together.
Boy, no, that's my baby daddy.
That nigga dead. What he gonna do about it? Now she wanna cry.
Man, stop doing all that, man. For real, man. You don't even know him like that. My favorite cousin. That ain't your favorite cousin, your third cousin. Man, go ahead and sit down. Sit down, go down.
Jeremy was a good man. He never did nothing wrong to anyone.
Gang, my girl BB had the whole damn house thinking, how did they bad? Oh, my bad, I'm tripping. My bad. I know you fucking lying.
What are you doing here?
Now, what you doing in here? You told me you was over this nigga.
I'm just showing my respect.
By disrespecting me.
Okay, I'm not.
Come on, it's time to go. Your respect is.
All right, sit down, everybody. Anybody got any remarks?
Oh, hell yeah, I got something I want to say. Be real, I don't even know this nigga. I'm just trying to figure out what you doing up in here. It's time to go.
I'm not leaving with you.
You is leaving. If you're not leaving, I'm finna smack the shit out of him.
I'm not going with you.
Okay. Let's go.
Excuse me, man.
All right, so I want to know what do you think about that? Do you think I know he's joking and it's a skit, but would you trip on your significant other if she acted like she wasn't going to the funeral of your ex and you just sat back and peeped and then you found out that
She in there.
secretly was going to the funeral?
Okay. My thing is, why you gotta lie about it?
Maybe she just felt like the history of her and him, and you didn't want. She knew you didn't like him.
And that's my next question. Why you gotta go?
Well, I feel like.
I've had exes die.
Did you go to their funeral?
Definitely not.
So back to what we were talking about earlier before the episode. I asked you, because you're the only one here at the panel that has been married. I said, what if your ex-wife died?
Okay.
Would you go to her funeral?
No.
I think personally,
Of course you would.
I think that's disrespectful. I think
Why?
it's
not
disrespectful to not go.
Talking bad about
And don't
her.
listen. I think it's disrespectful not to show your respects toward your ex-wife if she were to die, especially if she never got remarried again. I just think it's a little bit of. I'm not saying you got to be a part of the funeral and do the arrangements, but I do think you should show your respects in the sense that this person was somebody to you in life. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Y'all put in the comments, let us know what y'all think.
Nah, I don't see the need to go.
You don't see it. Would you send flowers?
No.
You wouldn't even send
It's done.
to the family?
No.
Stop. Okay, I need you to back up from the mic because you keep hitting it and it's shaking and hear it. He kissing the mic. I'm sorry.
For what?
You don't think? Okay.
No, they're no one to you anymore.
Okay, listen. Yes, they are.
If they don't have
They are
kids,
not your. They are not your. They're okay. You don't have any kids. They're
No,
not.
no kids together. They're not
They're
to you anymore.
no. I ain't talking about. Listen. I'm not speaking on the ex. I'm saying the family. The fact that this was your in-laws family. You wouldn't think it was respectful enough to send flowers maybe to her mother, her father. You know what I'm saying? Just off of the respect level of, you know what? We didn't work out, but I still care for y'all in some form.
I got no
Unless you don't. I mean,
I got no beef with my in-law, my ex-in-law, or whatever you want to call them. But
you don't think it would be just a nice gesture to
It
do
was,
that?
but you don't have to do it. And they're probably not like, oh, that was sweet of them. They're like, why?
I would think
I
think people would expect. I'm just saying I would expect my ex-wife, if I had an ex-wife and I died, I would expect her, and I never remarried or nothing like that, to
I would never
come to the funeral just to pay their respects.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them, but I wouldn't expect it.
I feel like there would be more women, ex-wives, who would show up.
I would no.
What you doing here, Frank?
Unless it was my father.
Wait a minute.
Because they have shared kids together. Only for that.
So you're saying your ex? You talking about them?
If my mom's ex-husband's came to her funeral, I would think that they were crazy.
How many ex-husbands do your mother have besides your father? Well, your father is her ex-husband. So what if she he could show up on? So she has an ex-husband that she doesn't have kids with?
Correct.
So okay. What if he showed up?
I would think he's absolutely crazy. I would probably get him escorted out.
See, now this is where we go back
Security,
to. Do you think it's right? Do you think it's right to, if you're their ex, to go there and they have a problem?
Then you leave peacefully.
Do you think about it if they got married or whatever? If she got remarried or whatever,
she got remarried. That's fine.
Say the husband don't want you
because I think a wife, an ex-wife, has the somewhat of the right to come pay their respects. I ain't saying they gotta sit over there next to the wife or whatever case may be.
They have a right. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, it's not like a crime to go. You can go. That's fine. But to lie to your current significant other or spouse, to hide that you went.
Well, let's say she didn't lie. Let's say they didn't lie. Let's just say they didn't speak. No, what I'm saying is they just didn't speak on it.
That won't happen.
Live omission still a lie.
Well, yeah, that too.
How?
Omission is
so let me get this right. So like when you come park at the house and you actually coming out of Burger King and then
he lied.
That's a lie.
I lied. I lied 100%.
I'm like, I'm just pulling up.
I'm not
like,
gonna see her cabin. I lied 100%.
He's like, you caught me. Okay, because to me, not saying something.
And that's the thing, and that's the part of it is that you're leaving it out. Why are you leaving this out?
Right, it makes it more of a thing than it should be.
Yes,
I'm leaving.
It's not. Sometimes it's not that.
I was just gonna pop into the funeral.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's not what you do. It's sometimes it's why.
Let's
you
play this scenario out.
Okay,
babe, I'm my ex died, and I'm gonna go. The funeral is Sunday, so I'm gonna go to the funeral and pay my respects.
I'm going with you.
I don't know if I would say I'm going.
I'm going.
I might if you wanted me to go.
I'm going.
I'm good. I don't need you to go with me.
Nope. Go. Nah, this is a package deal. I'm going to, because I'm definitely going to talk my shit when I go. I'm gonna leave.
I'm definitely not having you come in.
I'm leaving over the body. I'm like, I win, and I walk away. I walk away.
If I knew you was gonna bring some controversy, you definitely not going to the funeral.
I'm definitely going.
Let's have the roles reversed. You'd be fine with that.
What, you going to pay your
funeral?
I'll go. Yeah, I'll be like, without me, that's even better. I don't need to go out. I don't need to go to a funeral. I don't know nobody. But if you was like, you needed me there for support, I would go. And all I'm gonna say is this: I'm gonna support you, but don't have me where I'm there and you falling all over the casket and shit. That's gonna be a problem.
That's what I really want to see. I want to see your reaction.
She's gonna cry anyway though, because she's an emotional person anyway. So to see, but I mean, you're human. I'm saying, damn. But let's not act like we're not human.
I'm not emotionally invested in any.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, there's people who I don't like, or not that I don't like, but I don't really get along with. If they were to die, I still be like, man, that sucks. Like, I feel bad for their family and everything. Like, I don't want nobody.
I don't bad for their family, but I'm not emotionally invested to where I'm gonna cry and sob at anybody's funeral. That's my ex.
I think I would sit back and think of maybe because I don't hate any of my exes.
And here goes the thing. It goes back to, why do you want to go? Then the second question would be, why don't you want me to go?
Well, if I'm playing devil's advocate and I'm your let's play I'm your lady. You're crazy and you like to start shit. That's why I don't want you to go. That's the first thing. Secondly, because I don't want no nonsense. I don't want no bullshit. I just want to go to say my respects and then go. Because this is the thing. You can come. You wait in the car. I'll be out. I will be out and I'll go in there for 10, 15 minutes.
I waited on damn.
And then I'm coming back out.
I'm not waiting no car.
No, because I'm not gonna have you. What you're not gonna do is turn the funeral upside down because you just want to and then get your giggles. That ain't happening. Now, as far as with you, I'm like I said, I've already. If you're with me and he's dead, well, he can't do nothing to me. So go ahead, go do whatever you gotta do.
That's how I feel, but again, if it's lied about, that's funny.
So let me tell you,
that's the thing. I ain't rocking with the lies.
So my cousin passed away. Shout out to my man Russell. He passed away a couple years ago. Well, actually more than a couple years ago. But when he passed away, it was sudden. Nobody knew it was coming because he died from a seizure. His ex-girlfriend, when he was dealing with the seizures, he was dating this girl. Even when they broke up, she was still on, like, had his back. Good woman. I mean, real good woman. Always was there for him in the hospital with him, all that. They broke up. Fast forward, she had a boyfriend. She had got with this new guy. He dies. She went there and he was there to support her. And we was like, okay, that's fine. She got up and spoke to, because they have that moments where everybody can come up and speak on their behalf and talk about the person. Well, she went and talked about him and she's in tears and crying. And you could just tell this was her real love.
And that's what I'm talking about.
And I was like, that's, I was happy that she still cared for him. And I really was like, yo, you know what? She a good woman because I think she always kind of felt like, maybe they'll get back together.
I think we talked about this a long time ago.
We probably
on
did.
The show.
Yeah, this was when my cousin had just died.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna see your reaction.
They was mad about it. My family was mad that we talked about that conversation because he had just passed away, and they thought it was like, oh, you're using him. I'm like, I'm not using my cousin. This is my favorite cousin. I'll take him. I'll take everything. I'll give away everything for him to come back to life. But I just always thought, could I be that person sitting there supporting my new girlfriend or whatever, and she's just pouring her heart out about this guy that's dead. And he's stronger than me because I was like, I'm gonna sit in the car. I gotta go outside. I can't sit here and watch this because I'm gonna feel some type of way, even though the person is gone.
And that's the point we're trying to get to. Like, why you gotta go for that? Clearly, she still had feelings for this man.
Of course.
And don't nobody else want to see you have feelings for somebody else.
Yeah, but
dead or alive.
But that's low hanging fruit. You need to have a little bit more higher, broader thinking to realize, what, someone can have feelings for one person and still have other feelings for another. This isn't a box. Love isn't a box where you only love this one person and you have no other room for anybody else.
You can't compete with the dead.
You ain't trying to.
But no one is saying that you never loved anybody, but to still linger and have those feelings and everything. That's where the issue is.
If someone dies, your feelings come up to your thoughts of who this person was to you.
Not me. I think of the bad times. If we're over, if you're nothing to me anymore, I don't just think of that. Think of all the wonderful times we have together.
See what I'm talking about? You always thinking about the bad. I don't think about just bad times. I think of everything. I think of the whole spectrum because it was a moment in my life, and I was like, okay. I think of the bad times. I think of the good times. I think of the times where I was like, whoa, well, what it could have been. Maybe what if how my life would have been if it never happened. All those things. But I'm okay. I mean, I'm not looking to pump her back to life. and be like, let's try to figure this out. I'm like, it's what it is.
Is it disrespectful to display those emotions though?
No,
in front of you.
No, it's not. It's not disrespectful. It's real. If you still got those emotions in you, it's real. You can't hide it. You know what I mean? And honestly, to me, I give him way more respect than I at that time probably would have, because he's a mature enough man to say, you can go ahead and have feelings for this person and I can be there for you.
They're dead.
Well, yeah. And the fact of the matter is, if I'm there for you while you're crying about somebody that's dead, guess what's happening? What they say? What do you always say? A shoulder to lean on is
shoulder to ride. The shoulder to cry on is the dick to ride on.
Exactly. So yeah, I would be no problem with it, because in my mind, I'm like,
ask Will Smith.
I'm hitting that later.
Ask Will Smith if he okay with Jada.
Oh, helping
still,
out.
Still reeling with Tupac.
August Alsina. Oh yeah, Tupac. Yeah. Well, she's probably sleeping with Will Smith, thinking
about Tupac.
Yeah. All right. Let's
one last thing. So I've been in a situation like that. This is why I don't trust it either.
Okay.
My ex-wife told me about one of my ex-girlfriends dying. Right. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know. She read it in the newspaper. She told me just to see my reaction when she told me.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you? That sounds 100% something she would do.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Something you would do. You would do that all day.
You always try and say that I'm trying to set you up and trick you, and I never have in my life.
I didn't say that. What she does is this. She'll say something and then she does this with her eyes. She wants to see how I'm going to react to it. You know, oh, I found, I seen this, or I found this, or who is this? Who, like, she'll say, who is this like? Somebody liked your post. And then she'll look, who's Sarisa? I don't know. I'm just making up a name. And I'll be like, Sarisa. And she'd be like, yeah, who is she? Who is she to you? Dude, I swear. I'm like, I be feeling interrogated. I'm like, I don't know what you mean. She's like, she be on it, dude. I'll be like, yo, that's funny to me. All right, now we're gonna watch another video of where these people are coming out sexually, saying what they are, what they identify as, and to their little brothers and sisters and cousins. And you get to hear the reactions of these young kids, how most of us probably would want to react, but we're too scared to do it because we're adults. Let's get it.
Ew.
That's disgusting.
Bro, you can't be homophobic.
What does that mean?
It means you don't like gay people.
So you're gay?
Yeah.
That makes more sense. Mom, you just gay. Dad, Kenzie just came out to us. She's bisexual.
I love you, Kenzie.
She's bisexual. We're so proud of you, Kenzie. I'm so proud of you. I knew you were fruity.
Bye.
You are?
Racial?
No, bisexual.
Oh.
Is this a joke?
No. Does it look like she's joking?
Aww. I'm gay.
You're what?
Gay.
You're gay? I know.
I'm gay
That man.
forever.
Huh?
I'm gay forever.
Forever.
Ever.
Why is the black man, when they're gay, why do they always be the most, like, we take, can I just say something? Why is black people, we take everything to the limit. Whatever we are, if we gotta be ratchet, we're gonna be the most ratchetest ever. If we're gonna be gay, we're gonna be the most gayest you could find out there. Like, why even white people, when they gay, they just like normal gay. If that makes sense. Yeah, like they're gay, but it's like, okay, like he can go in the office and still be around fellas and ain't nobody gonna, but then the black dudes be like, I'm here. Like they just be extra with it. I'd be like, get out my house. Like that's how parents be. Like, get out my house.
It's like you ever see Low Down Dirty Shame, where I think it's Low Down Dirty Shame. Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Yeah,
he's pretending to be gay with the other gay black dude,
Mhm.
and the white dude. He's gay too, but it's not.
It's not that.
Not out there.
It's not giving. It's not giving. That's what they call it. It's not giving gay. I don't know. Last thing. So I want to talk about this. The scam was not one of the former NBA players, Big Baby Davis, has been sentenced to 40 months in prison.
Okay.
Due to a scam he was running. The scam was him and a couple of his NBA buddies, what they would do is they were scamming the health insurance people, where they were acting like they were hurt, but they really weren't. Didn't take the money, and then they do whatever they're gonna do with the money.
Oh, workman's comp.
That's kind of what it was. It was a workman's comp scheme. So let's watch this, and you tell me what you think. Ooh, sorry, I'm burping. No shit. Hold on. Is it on? Let me delete this. Sorry. What else are we talking about before? Oh, and it compares to Brett Favre, who is a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and the difference in America of how they dealt with him versus they dealt with us.
What did he do?
Well, let's listen.
Glenn Big Baby Davis is finna go to jail for about 3-4 years because he stole $80K in medical benefits from the NBA. Now, NBA got it, right? But Brett Favre stole almost $1 million from welfare recipients in Mississippi, the poorest state in the country. And he ain't doing no jail time, bruh. Brett Favre still out here on golf courses and stuff like that. Y'all telling me white privilege ain't real?
Okay, so what Brett Favre did was he needed money for his daughter's school volleyball team. So they came up with this scam where they kind of defrauded people of Mississippi that needed welfare checks. He actually literally stole from the poor. Did like what he did was he raised these fundraisers with the people money, right? Mm-hmm. Like he filled it out as like a nonprofit or whatever it can be. And what he did was take the money and use it towards his daughter's volleyball team.
You know why he probably didn't get in trouble other than the white privilege? I do agree with that. It's just what did Big Baby use this for?
Oh, for his own self. He used it for him.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it wasn't just him. It was him and a couple other players.
Yeah.
He's not the only one getting sent. But what he did was they acted like they had injuries, right? To get like you said, a workman's comp case or something else for insurance when they were out of work, but they really were never hurt at all. They just would put it on paper, and it was a little scam they were doing. You know, collect the money, you give me a little cut, bam, bam, bam. He was doing that to a couple people, and he ended up only by himself just taking about $80,000 from the NBA. They filed, they did a investigation. Come to find out he's they find documents, things like that, show that he was defrauding and other people were defrauding, and now they're getting sentenced. It's literally proof that because Brett Favre has text messages that he sent to people that they intercepted to say, look, how can we hide this? So I don't, because it technically looks, it's kind of look shady. I don't want to look like, and then that's how it got exposed. For whatever reason, I don't know, maybe because Big Baby Davis was doing it up here in Boston versus Mississippi let Brett Favre go ahead and say, okay, you a good old boy.
Well, God, football is God in the South, so
Yeah, and Brett Favre is God in Mississippi.
Yes, so that might be another reason why he got away with it. I mean, it just sounds. I'm gonna give you an example:
80,000 versus $1 million.
Yeah,
and he got to do almost 3 to 4 years.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
Brett Favre didn't do nothing. He didn't even get probation.
I agree. Definitely definitely have to do with privilege and everything and his status. That's definitely has something to do with it. But I think it has to do with
the powers that
the power he has.
I'm not even gonna say the powers.
And I think sometimes the reasoning, because let me tell you something. I know 2 people that robbed a bank. 2.
Together or different separate?
Separate.
Okay.
Okay. One robbed the bank just to get money. That's it. That's all the reason why he did it.
Mm-hmm.
The other person I know robbed the bank because he couldn't afford to bury his mother.
I think you told me that one.
So.
And you personally know both of these?
I personally know these people.
You know them criminals, huh?
Is what it is. Okay.
Niagara Falls. Well, I'm always throwing shots at Niagara Falls.
You wasn't the only one. Somebody else did that work. And I was like, all right, y'all gonna stop this where I'm from.
Disrespecting my place.
So they sent this dude to jail for, I think, for 7 years. 7
Which
8
one?
years. The dude who just robbed it just because
he wanted to.
He wanted to. They gave her probation.
Oh, the one who was robbing for their mother was a female?
It was a dude.
Who got probation?
The dude who robbed the bank to bury his mother.
Oh, he got probation.
He got probation.
Okay. Because the intent was
just I just borrowed this because the amount was like, you robbed the bank for this.
So he robbed it just enough to pay for
just enough.
6,000 or 7,000.
So he could have so he could have robbed, he could have stole
He
more.
could have stole more. They actually got around the same amount. He got like 10 grand. He only got like 6 or 7. But then when they asked, why did you just get 6 or 7 when you had access to all this stuff? The judge was just to see, because the first dude was like, why you just robbed 10 grand? He said, because I ran out of time. That was his answer. She said, well,
did he have a public offender or something?
No,
I'm like, where's my lawyer?
He was just stupid back there.
Okay.
So when they asked him, he's like, why? He's like, I just needed it to bury my mom. That's it. I had nothing. I had no money.
Isn't it weird that you got to pay somebody to bury a human being?
Bury mom in the backyard.
Which it's kind of funny. They do exploit this because we feel, very vulnerable when someone's passed. But my question is, if you don't do anything, what happens?
That's a good question. You just leave her in the
just leave her in the just leave them in the morgue. What happens? Eventually, they just gotta bury. I mean, they gotta burn the body, right? They burn the body.
Well, yeah, because they do it with inmates too. If nobody cleans the body, they used to bury you. They had a plot. I don't know if they still do. They got a plot where they put
they
you.
Either bury you or they just cremate you. I'm assuming if nobody shows up, they cremate.
You're just gonna leave your mom there?
I'm just saying,
look,
if you don't got the money,
my uncle died and we had no idea.
And this is why
and somebody showed up like 6 months later.
I was like,
with this urn. Do you know this person? A, B, and C. My mom was like, yeah. He said, well, he died 6 months ago. Wow. And we were looking for family. We had no idea. It took them 6 months to find
This was your uncle?
This is my uncle, yes.
You was like, I bet your mom was like, I was wondering where that mug was.
No, because that's how he was. He would disappear, and we just didn't think nothing of it. It was like, well, he'll be back. Whatever.
And then drugs.
Oh yeah, he's big time in drugs. So it was one, and I hate to say this, we kind of weren't surprised. We just kind of like, yeah. Now how he died was kind of messed. How they found him, I should say, was messed up.
Well, now you got to tell us.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. They found his body on the train tracks, right? The problem was the train station found his body because
they ran over it.
They ran over him. He was dead before they ran over him, but they just happened.
You sure he was dead before?
Yes, they did. Well, that's what they're telling us.
So, yeah, that's what the.
They said his body was decomposed when they ran. It was starting to decompose.
Let me say this:
This is what they said.
All I'm saying is, the train company would definitely want to say that.
Of course, they
instead
don't
of
want to pay
saying
out.
he was drunk and we didn't stop in time, we killed him. We ran over his body.
All I know is it wasn't pretty from what I heard.
So it was a closed casket either way.
Oh, we didn't have no funeral. It was just
that's Uncle
you go right down
train tracks
on the shelf.
I'm stopping.
Uncle Amtrak on the shelves.
Yeah.
Just that's just what
I
it
don't
was.
think I've ever had that happen. Everybody that's
Somebody
passed away, somebody told us about it immediately. Like, yo,
we
died.
We didn't know. It was just like, okay.
I would be. Let me just. Would you be mad? I mean, clearly, I think everybody would be mad if, like, you hadn't talked to let's say you hadn't talked to your mother or father or somebody in like 3 weeks. Then to find out that they not only passed away, uncle, whoever passed away, but they've cremated the body, and all they have now is this little container of.
Yeah, because what if you don't want to cremate it?
Would you be like,
how much I owe you?
$100. You're like, hey,
you take a post-dated check?
I'll take it. Here you go. Give me this can. Put it in the back seat.
It depends on the family member. I ain't gonna hold you. It depends on the family member.
He's like, it better be somebody real close to me, because otherwise, I might. If the price too high, I might be. You can go ahead and keep it.
Yeah, shut that. All right.
Take
a step back real quick.
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck with that. You look the garbage around the corner if you want to throw that. Because I ain't baking shit.
I gotta ask my mom. Did they ever ask for anything? Any money? I gotta ask.
I mean, now he's like, you shutting the door. They're like, well, whoever claims this gets the kid the benefit. Well, come on in. Let me get some tea for you. You want some? You thirsty?
You should leave with that next time. What the?
All right. Well, anything else y'all want to talk about before we get up out of here?
I think I've made myself look bad enough for one episode.
You got one episode. I got like 100 of doing that. Maybe you got anything you want to say before we get out of here? All right. Well, shoot. Today is Monday. I think I had the day right. Y'all go ahead, grind this week. Go ahead, do y'all thing. Don't let stress you out, because I'll tell you right now, do something somewhere in the week to get yourself rejuvenated, so you don't just overexert yourself and be doing crazy things to try to relieve some stress. All right. I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Y'all have a good week.
It's K to the A to the R to the E to the N.
Bye.
But wait a minute. You just gonna leave?
Yeah.
Why are you leaving? That's how you just gonna leave? Okay. Well, I ain't get it this time, y'all, but whatever.
She's catching on.
That's got to be racist.
Daddy.